We are all supporters, and we come from Liverpool. Allez, allez,
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 13 of our Liverpool career mode here on Trophy Hunter, and today we have got a couple of big games. We've got Brighton in the league, and then we've got Manchester City in the quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup, and then we go ahead and have Bournemouth as we get started with a busy December now. Of course, the challenge here is always going to be the trophies. We got to go ahead and win all 4 major trophies that we can in England before we move on to the next team. And if we can do that, obviously, in 1 year, that'd be great. So a huge, huge game against Manchester City coming. We're going to rotate for this Brighton game. But we rotated last time as well, so we're not going to be able to bring a ton in. We can bring Milner into midfield as well as Wijnaldum. What else do we do here? Can we bring Brewster in up front? We can, I believe. That's a good one. Vandenberg can play. Larouci can play as well. Where is he? There's Larouci. Herbie Kane can come onto the bench for Keita. Just want some of these guys fit for the game coming. We'll bring Curtis Jones into the lineup as well. And that'll probably do it. And we'll move on from here. So a semi-turn lineup, but we'll have to make do with what we have as we try and do stuff in the next couple of games. So let's jump into this. We've got Brighton, Liverpool. Let's go. More. Nicely done. It's good football here. Can we get this over to Salah? We can. It's a lovely ball and a great take from Salah. It's Salah. Oh, and he's hit the post. Tried to fool the goalkeeper and go near post. Couldn't quite open up my body as much as I wanted to, and it's a really, really good attempt. It's just off the post there. Curtis Jones. One more. Milner making the run, and Milner's going to have a pop from distance. Oh, and he has smacked the post as well. A couple times off the post early on here. About 25 minutes in. And we're kind of pushing Brighton at the moment. Brighton just limited to what we give them on the counter-attack. Nicely done. Here's Jones. Can we make something happen? Brewster turns. Nicely done. It's Milner here. Milner! And it's in the back of the net. And we've been pushing and pushing. And now Brighton have officially let us through. It's 1-0. It's good football here. Milner making a great run. He's made a couple of those from deeper today. And that finish is sublime. Just smashes it into the other corner. No chance for the goalkeeper there whatsoever. We've taken a deserved lead here. 1-0. Corner hooked in. Can we get a head onto it? We can! And oh, that is just wide. That looked like Brewster put it right in the bottom corner there. Just wide. Forward one more. Nicely done. Salah making that run that I want him to make. Can we get it out there to him? We can. And here's Salah pushing. And Salah, can he find Brewster? He can. One more on. Nicely done. Lovely football. It's in the back of the net. It's 2-0. 65 minutes gone, and that really should pave our way to a victory here. What? That's a really lovely break. It's good football here. They've stayed onside, both of them. Just kept going across the line as the defenders fell a bit further back. And Wijnaldum ends up tapping into an empty net. It's 2-0. Can Origi get there? Not quite. Oh, what a poor giveaway. It's Wijnaldum to make it 3. And Brighton shooting themselves in the foot there. And that really does kill it off, doesn't it? That is so poor. We have the press on. All the options closed off, and they're still moving the ball around. And we make them pay for it. It's 3-0. Wijnaldum jumping in, getting the foot on the ball, and finishing it off nicely as well. And a good game all around from us, as well as the fact that we got to start some of the starters. Mane, Salah both started this game, and we were able to pull them off early. It's a good performance all around. Brighton's search for consolation. It's not coming. And with a minute to go, we are going to collect the 3 points. A 3-star performance, if you want to call it that. 3-0. No real anything from Brighton, really. Just the 1 or 2 decent opportunities. They had 1 really good opportunity and then 1 decent opportunity, and that was about it all game long. So we've done really well there. And we move on. We've got Manchester City to come. Newcastle just beat them 4-0, which is... maybe they were also preparing for us. But we're getting ready to jump on in to the Carabao Cup game. That is a massive game to come. Great performance from Wijnaldum. He did get 2. We have what it takes to keep on rolling, undefeated in the Premier League. Do you have any advice from Brighton? Keep trying. And we'll keep it that way. But Manchester City to come. Probably the biggest game of the episode. Kai Havertz needs to play more often. Okay. I mean, some of these guys. Oh, they're always complaining. They got always something to complain about. Let's see. I am. I mean, I rested you for this. Literally. Rested you for this. I'm proud of you, Matip. Alright, so let's go forward. We've got City here. We're going to see what kind of team we can put out. Hopefully we can put out Mane and Salah. Firmino's definitely going to play. Shaqiri would like to play, but he will be on the bench. That's just how that's going to be. Can I play this team? Probably could. I'd like to. Let's go to the bench, and we don't need Milner on here, and we'll bring Hover onto the bench just in case. But we'll see what we can do. Other than that, everyone looks pretty decent, so we'll probably jump in with the regular starting lineup. So let's go. Manchester City, Liverpool, quarterfinal here. Let's see if we can advance still. Fabinho can't quite get there. Sterling to get it. Cuts back in. It's a decent ball in. Van Dijk should have that, but it's headed right out. And, ooh, what a save. Right to the edge of the box there. The Manchester City player was waiting. He has a smack, but it's a good save. Oh, no. My God, I thought that squeezed past Alisson and in. It just goes by the post. We give the ball away. Cannot be doing this right here. We cannot. Just clear it out. Nicely done by Hendo. I'm not sure how that man got there. They're playing really good football right now, Manchester City, as that goes wide. And it's been all City. I've barely had it in their half, and we're 20 minutes into this game. Nicely done. Just to make a little bit of space. Robertson doing well. Can he get it into the middle? He can. Here's Firmino. Firmino, can he get that ball in? He can. And what a take and what a finish. That is a lovely goal. It's Kai Havertz. It's 1-0, and I was just saying how I haven't had the ball in their half. It's my first attempt at goal, my first real move, and what a take and what a finish from Kai Havertz here. It's a nice turn. Look at this. He just takes it down so nicely, and look at that hit. Before it hits the ground the first time there, he's barely had a time to look at it, and he has just smashed that into the corner. We've taken a 1-0 lead, a bit of a smash and grab to start. Genuinely started well. Got a little bit lucky there. Can he get there? One more. Nicely done. Here's Mane. He's on it. He's got pace. Mane. Can he get there? Mane. It's a good save, but it's going to fall right to Firmino in front of an empty net. Unlucky for City. It's 2-0. And really, they've been playing rather well, City. After the first 20 minutes, they haven't really created too many chances, but they've been moving the ball well. But we've just hit on the counter-attack a couple times now. And that's football here. And it's really nice from Mane. It's a decent attempt. A good save. Unlucky. It comes off his ribcage, really, and it just falls to Firmino all alone in front of an empty net. And we're 2-0 up on 40 minutes. We're making the run. It's Eriksen here. Moving the ball around, looking for that opening, or City. It's hooked into a decent space. He takes it down. Bit of an acrobatic attempt. But we're holding on nicely at the moment. City zip forward. Oh, and it's nicely done. It's a good run from Aguero. Aguero, it's a great save. Jesus, and we can't clear it. And it's come back, and that's not going to be saved, and that's our fault. The second one, a really good save from Alisson to start. And City grabbed their way back into this game. They deserve it. But it's silly to give away the way we've done it. Sterling with the goal. Runs all the way to Guardiola. We're still winning, guys. Let's go. Relax. Know your place a moment. And we get it out. And we really should have just cleared it. Didn't. And it's a good ball back post to Sterling all alone. He taps into an empty net. And we're going to have a tough 20 minutes coming. Fabinho. One more. Is Salah. Can we get that through? We can. And it's a great ball. And that might be that. It's a brilliant goal. Chamberlain with it. And what a ball from Firmino there. A great, great ball. I can't get over how well he did that first time. Had to turn and make the pass here. This one over from Salah. Look at that. A lovely ball. Great finish. That might be that for poor Manchester City. We haven't been bad today, but we've been a little more clinical. One more on. Nicely done. Firmino. Can he find Salah? He can. Salah bursts into space. It's a great save. Could have been a fourth. 2 minutes to go. It's not going to really make a difference. We've just been more clinical today than City. They had those really good opportunities early on. Didn't score. And then with our first opportunity of the game, we scored. And that really set the tone, didn't it? And then we just accepted the pressure as he hits the bar. And it comes down. Doesn't quite find the back of the net. Does Salah. But it's just been literally about who's been more clinical. The game's been relatively even. With Manchester City beaten here, quarterfinal. And we are in our first semi-final of the series, which is good. Obviously, of course, we want to win everything as soon as possible. I mean, if we can win it in one season, all 4 trophies, which is doable, that would obviously set us up. We had 20 seasons to do this, of course. As Everton are the other team in the semifinals so far, there are 2 more to come. But if we can do this in our 20 seasons we wanted to do it in, if we can do a whole team in one season with 4 more to go, that would obviously be absolutely amazing. And that would put us obviously on the right track. Happy with the boys. Salah did well. Comfortable win after 3 goals scored. Scoreline was unfair to them. Definitely was. But we'll definitely take it. So forward we go. We've got Bournemouth to come. Wijnaldum needs to play more often. We're 3 points ahead of Chelsea and 6 points ahead of Tottenham and 7 ahead of Bournemouth, who we play right now. We're going to have to rotate a little bit, so it's going to be a lot of work. Nobody goes out on loan. No problem. Keep it up. Shaqiri. I know you still have your place in the squad. Genie needs to play more. Kai needs to play more. It's the midfield we're having trouble kind of just holding on to here, but everybody will get their say. But we got Bournemouth here. A big game, a tough team. They love to sit back and beat you with pace. It's going to be tough to deal with. We'll get Wijnaldum into the team. I'd like to get Keita in as well. And then we can do Hover. Trent was getting really tired at the end of last game, so Hover can definitely come in. And then I kind of want to bring Vargas onto the bench. Do him ahead of Shaqiri this time. And we'll go with that. Doesn't look too bad. We have Napoli coming to start next episode, so what we have there is an opportunity to rotate fully and get some of these players who haven't been playing as much into the squad, into the first team action, because we've already won the group, and that game is just kind of a gimme, so we'll see what we can do with that. But for now, let's jump into it. Liverpool, Bournemouth. Wijnaldum. What a ball out there from Wijnaldum. It's Mane. Hooks it in. What a ball. Oh, really good defending there. I thought that was just going to be inch perfect for a moment. The ball comes in on the corner. Van Dijk gets it, and early on we lead. And we shut down this Bournemouth crowd early on here within 4 minutes. A really good opening move. Leads to a corner, and Virgil rises highest. He just gets way up there. Well above Ake. Smashes it into the back of the net, and an early 1-0 lead here. Salah. Nicely done. Here's Kai. Gets it across. Nicely done. Oh, it's a great block. Wijnaldum looking for that space. One more. Here's Keita. Has a pop from distance, and oh, what a finish from Naby Keita. It's a great strike. And Bournemouth on the ropes early here. It's 2-0. And what a hit that is from Naby. A lovely, lovely goal. And Naby, so we have so many options in midfield, and the problem is I really want the creativity with Havertz, and Fabinho's the steal, and I really like Henderson as well. The captain, it's difficult to get players like Wijnaldum, Keita into the side. We're going to have to work on it a little bit more, but we have quality depth all across the midfield. Firmino. Can Firmino get that through to Mane? He can. And Bournemouth are being ripped apart here. Bournemouth are 3-0 behind. It's 23 minutes gone. It's 3-0. And that might be game over already. Bournemouth were just too fast. Too fast in between the channels. Mane and Salah running in between the fullback and the center back is just too much pace in that gap. And as you can see, he's running through. Ake has to try and come across to cover. Can't cover his center back partner. Mane slipping it in for an easy finish. And 3-0. Takes it in stride. Firmino finds one more to Keita. Keita, one more, does well. Has a pop. Would have been some angle to score that from. Not exactly what I wanted to do. But it comes back. Keita gets a little bit lucky as it falls to him, and it's his second. Really lucky. Really lucky. We've hit 4 early here, and one was a worldie, and then a corner, and then a really good goal, and then a lot of luck. So, I mean, we've scored 3 goals that are kind of iffy here and there, but we're 4-0 up. Everything is going our way. And as you can see here, this is one of those things. Keita gets in here. Ake gets a touch onto it, but just slips through his legs somehow. And all alone is Keita, and he fires it past the goalkeeper, and we're 4-0 up after 40 minutes. Wijnaldum takes that nicely. Can we get that out to Mane? We can. And Mane's pace is going to run at this guy here. And at the back post is Salah. He takes it down. Has a hit. It's in the back of the net. It's a lovely finish. It's 5. And Bournemouth can't keep up at the moment. The pace is just too much. It's 5-0. Slaughtering them here at home in front of 11,000, I believe, gets seated at this stadium. It's a good touch. Hits it with his second. Not the greatest of hits, not the greatest of connections, but got the job done. And we're 5-0 up as we're about to enter halftime. Unbelievable. Oh, lovely ball in behind here. It's on side, plenty of space. It's a good finish. And not the way we wanted to start this half. It's 5-1. Bournemouth have pulled one back. We shouldn't lose this game still, but that's a great ball up the wing. And a lovely finish in the end. Number 10 there's Jamie Vardy here at Bournemouth. This is probably a really good team for Vardy. In real life, this would be a good team for Vardy. They sit back, they break with pace. Perfect kind of team for him. But he's grabbed one here in FIFA against us as it comes back. And we look to pull one immediately back. Wijnaldum hits the bar. And we are dangerous every time we go forward. Keita zipping right by. Just powering into this midfield. Look at his pace. Keita does really well. It's Firmino. It's 6. And their goal was a little bit short-lived. As we grab another one. And it's just the pace. The pace. Naby Keita in that midfield. He draws everybody in as he bursts into this space. And we have 3 players drawn in a little bit. Nifam not so much, but Nifam draws in just a touch, and then he has to chase Firmino. Can't get there. And Firmino with a clinical finish. It's 6-1. Nicely done. Good football here. And Chamberlain going to push into that space. Chamberlain lays it off. Oh, we got a touch onto it. I didn't think he was going to get that. Vargas with the goal. And that went right by the goalkeeper, and I'm not sure how he even got a foot on that. That looked like an interception all the way. And we got the lucky number 7 here, the Brazil scorer. And he did really well here. Chamberlain cuts back, tries to play it into space. Does. I'm not sure how he got across to it. The goalkeeping is dreadful. Must have seen it late, you would think. He gets it, keeps it along the floor. Goalkeeper just squeezes under him, doesn't it? And Vargas with a goal, and with 15 minutes to go, we have 7. Nicely done. Kai with a great take, and he gets into space. Kai Havertz, he's off the post. And we're just really... keeps going, doesn't it? Oh, what a save. What a hit from Keita. Looking for a hat trick. But, Bournemouth, oh, cannot stop the onslaught. They are just unable to keep up with us defensively. And we're into added time, 3 minutes added on here. We're going to come away with a humongous win. Bournemouth have a tendency to lose games to top 6 teams by huge margins. Normally away from home, but today they're at home as we have a hit and it's a decent save. Origi with the attempt, and it's just they've been unable to keep up with anything. And that should be the final whistle as Vargas collects this and does, and is the final whistle. A 7-1 victory, and that should keep us top, depending on what, well, it will keep us top, but with Chelsea, of course, 3 points back, and Chelsea draw with Everton. That is a good result, and Tottenham behind, and they keep their win streak up, so they should be 6, and Chelsea should be 5 points behind us. What an absolutely humongous win. Salah playing well, a great run of form. We're doing really well, unbeaten still. Keita did really well today, almost had his hat-trick with an absolute majestic strike. Laid on, but a great save for the goalkeeper. And that will end this episode. Just wanted to say thanks. We're going to do the training, sim forward to the Napoli game, show you what you guys have next episode, as well as where we are in the Premier League and who we can get, or who we did get in the Carabao Cup as well. So we have a lot to do here. We're also going to save this as our main one. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's skip forward just a couple of seconds to the Napoli game. Very proud of you, Joe. He's coming along. He feels really good in this game. That partnership of Van Dijk and Joe Gomez feels really good, and Matip's also no pushover as well. So really like the way they feel. So let's go forward and check what we have next episode, as well as who we have in the Carabao Cup semi-final. Carabao Cup. Do we have a Merseyside derby? We do have a Merseyside derby in the semi-final. Very nice, and we'll take a look at the calendar. That should be in January. So next episode we have Napoli. I may play this off camera. So what I've been thinking is, since this is going to be 20 seasons, and it takes 17-ish episodes to go ahead and do a whole season, games that you don't need to see, like this one, I'll just play off camera, and then next episode will be Watford, Everton, West Ham. So I don't want to go and play the Champions League games. Like, say we won the Champions League and we're still at Liverpool and we won off we won 3 and everything but the Premier League. We can skip the Champions League games those seasons as we try and push for the Premier League to move on to the next team. Of course, we'll play the important ones, trying to get out of the group and things of that nature, but games that are meaningless and don't have a ton of meaning, we'll skip through in this series, because this series is going to be, as we said, we're trying to win all those trophies in a 20-year span, so we'll do it that way. So next episode will be Watford, Everton, and West Ham, and I'll rotate a bunch for this one because this game does not matter. So 3 games in the Premier League, and then in January, here are the 2 games against Everton here in the semi-final. Of course, aggregate, so a tough one there, and then we'll check where we are in the Premier League before we go. And here we are, top 5 ahead of Chelsea, 6 ahead of Arsenal, 6 ahead of Tottenham, though Arsenal played a game more than everybody pretty much around them. So in a really good spot, guys. But that is going to be the end of this episode. I hope you folks have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.